Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, and we actually have a couple people that got in the chat early, and I said hello to them a little while ago. And yeah, it was. We had a fun night last night on Dadman's channel. We reviewed Five Nights at Freddy, and it was a really fun show. So before I talk about that a little bit, I'm going to go over to my YouTube channel. I am going to like myself. I'm going to post a poll, and the poll is, do you prefer a live or fake Christmas tree? And your responses are live trees all the way, fake tree, less mess, or neither, or neither, depending on how you say that. And if you want to say why you prefer either one, whichever one you choose in the chat. Go for it. Be a great conversation. So I'm going to go ahead and start that poll. Now I'm going to share this on Twitter real quick here. So let's see. Good morning. I am live. Join me. Join me. Okay, then we're going to post this. So we have got that all posted. So I've got the poll started. And let's see. Now we're going to, let me go ahead and go see who's in chat right now and say hello. And then we'll start the show. So we have Snorter Poopus, Cuber, hello humans and other critters. Uh, he slept in late this morning, all the way to 4 a.m. Wow. Oh, all I can say is wow. 4 a.m. The only time I see 4 a.m. is if I'm up till 4 a.m. I don't wake up for 4 a.m. And Cardi is here. Hello to you. Um, I said some good mornings, and there's some good mornings. And oh yes, I told Snorter Poopus that it was nice to see him so bright and early, and he responds, I don't claim to be bright just early. And we have Dadman here. He says, "Hey, Mrs., have a great show and love you. I love you too." And we have some howdies. And Agent Atwood here says, "Morning, you all, on both Twitch and on YouTube. Good morning, good morning." And if you guys have a Twitch account, if you could go over there and also watch it on Twitch, or at least have it on and comment a couple times, it will help me get monetized on that channel. So that would be really great if you guys could do that. Blah, blah, blah. And we have Castle saying good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's see. And Snorter Poopa says, "Well, I like the smell of a live tree, but I don't have the time to deal with one. So I use a little ceramic tree the Burr parents bought during the Stone Age." Hey, I understand that. I understand that totally. Excuse me. I'm very hit and miss when I put up decorations, and I don't have a real tree. So I say if I'm going to have a fake tree, it's got to look fake. So it's either got to be mine is a pure white tree that I've had for a couple years, and we'll use the trees for a while, and then I donate them, and I'll buy a different one. So whenever I feel the inclination to get a new tree, I might get a purple one or something next time. Just I don't. If it's going to be fake, it's going to be fake, and it's going to be fun. And we have a muscle man here, and we have dad man still being lazy in bed while I'm out here working. And Snort Poops, yeah, get out of bed and make me breakfast. Not you make me breakfast. And about the live tree, don't want to deal with a live tree. Also, pre-lit trees all the way. Absolutely. I agree with you guys totally on the whole tree situation. So last night we did a live stream on Dadman's channel, and we were reviewing the movie Five Nights at Freddy. And I really liked the movie, and we talked a lot. We talked a lot about the technical stuff of it was just done impeccably. There was very I had very little complaints about watching the movie. Um, Hungry Boy also did the review, and there was only one spot where he said it kind of dragged a little bit. And looking back, um, I think I tend to agree with him. But the pacing was good, the writing was good, the characterization was good, the camera shots were good. It just was. It's just a really good movie, and if you are torn between going to see Five Nights at Freddy or not, watch our review and maybe it will make up your mind, or go to the movie yourself. I would recommend going. It's very enjoyable. And gosh, today is going to be such a busy day for me. I'm obviously have this stream that I'm doing, and then we have Fortnite has their end of season event today at 2 o'clock. So I'll be doing that. I think Dadman's going to be streaming it live, and we're going to be over there with him for that. And then I have an event I have to go to with my with a family member today at 6. And after that's done, I have a 9 o'clock build stream. I'm going to try to finish building the motorcycle I started. Yes, the motorcycle from hell. Part of it at step 12, I had to stop doing the stream at 3 o'clock after 3 hours. The step was so it just was falling apart. The design was so frustrating. So yesterday I had said I was going to put that part together off stream and get it all stabilized, and then I would finish it today. I will tell you, it took me 2 hours of fiddling and putting it together and it falling apart and putting it together and it falling apart before I finally hope that it is secure. So we're doing that tonight at 9. If for some reason that event I have to go to runs a little late, I will tweet out that we're going to just push back the time until I get home. But I am going to finish it tonight. Absolutely. Wow, we have 9 people watching. Let's see where they all are at. We have 9 people watching. We have 6 people watching on YouTube. We have 5 likes. Thank you. And good morning, Stunning. I see you. I see you. And we have how many votes on the poll? We have 4 votes on the poll, and everybody likes a fake tree because less mess. So vote in that poll and let me know what you think. And if you're only on the Twitch side, go ahead and just put in the chat what you vote for, and I will take that in consideration. Atwood recommends watching the movie in the theaters and not on Peacock. I do think that it has got well, any movie, I think it's going to be different watching it in a theater than on television. I don't care how big your TV is. So the theatrical experience was good for this. Absolutely, I do agree with that. And Castle tells Dadman that the struggle is well. I woke up at 7, but didn't roll out until 9 a.m. Oh, I wish I could do that. Yes, we'll be starting Fortnite well before 2 o'clock. I might not be joining. I'm hoping that I can take a little nap before the show. And Dadman says, the combo long days and um, all the stuff last night, he just was tuckered out, tuckered out. And we said, stunning, hello. I already said hello, but I will put you on the screen. Hello, hello. Oh, you know what? I looked at YouTube. I forgot to look at Twitch. At Twitch, we have 2 people watching, and I have 56 followers. I need 4 more followers on Twitch. So I'm really working on that. I'd like to have that by Monday. So I think we're caught up in chat, and it's about 11 minutes past the hour. It is 9:11 in my neck of the woods. Today it's December 2nd. Oh my gosh, 23 more days until Christmas. I cannot believe the year has gone by so fast. But it has. I just remember New Year's like yesterday. And then we're going to have New Year's pretty soon again. I just got used to writing 2023, and then we're going to have to write 2024. Oh well, we can do it. We can do it. So we're going to go ahead and start on our birthday celebrations today. Yes, it has. It has totally flew by. So we're going to start our birthday celebration. I'm going to remember to put this up on the screen so you guys can see it, because I change it and look at my big screen and forget to let you guys look at what I'm doing. So our first birthday recipient today is Britney Spears. She was born in 1981. She's 42 years old today. She's an American singer, and she's often referred to as the Princess of Pop. She is credited with influencing the revival of teen pop during the late 1990s and in the early 2000s. She has sold over 150 million records worldwide, making her one of the world's best-selling music artists. She's earned numerous awards and accolades, including a Grammy Award, 15 Guinness World Records, 6 MTV Video Music Awards, 7 Billboard Music Awards, including the Millennium Award, the inaugural Radio Disney Icon Award, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Her heavily choreographed videos earned her the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. Britney Spears, 42 years old today. And Atwood is saying that the year needs to, just needs to come on and finish. Oh, baby, how was she supposed to know? And then the little baby. And I can fix Brittany. You cannot, whether you love her or hate her, you cannot deny the talent that she has. I really, really think so. Well, Stunning, we're going to try to be positive and not say that. But we're going to have a better year. We're going to have a better tomorrow. We're going to have a better tomorrow. That, yes. And our next birthday recipient is Lucy Liu. I love Lucy Liu. She's an American actress. She's received several awards, including a Critics' Choice Television Award, 2 Screen Actor Guild Awards, and a Seoul International Drama Award, in addition to a nomination for the Primetime Emmy Award. She starred as Ling Wu in the television series Ally McBeal, Alex Munday in the two Charlie Angels films, and Joan Watson in the crime drama series Elementary. I love that TV show. I thought it was really good. I thought she did really good in that. She also was in the films Payback, Shanghai Noon, Chicago, Chicago, Kill Bill Volume 1, Lucky Number 11, Watching the Detectives, The Man with the Iron Fist, and Set It Up. She voice acted as Master Viper in the Kung Fu Panda franchise and Silver Mist in the Tinkerbell series. She also has voice credits in Maya and Miguel, Milan 2, as well as doing the English and Mandarin dubbed versions of Magic Wonderland and The Tale of Princess Kaguya. She also voiced Castilla Mall in the Disney animated film Strange World. Most recently, she starred as Calypso in Shazam! Fury of the Gods and directed the Disney show American Born Chinese. Lucy Liu, 42 years old. So let's come up here in the chat. Yes, yes, gorgeous, gorgeous woman, and I agree with that. Stunning, stunning, just like your name. And hello, Squeaka. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. And yes, I love Shanghai Noon. I'm sorry, it was a dumb movie, but I liked it. I liked it. And we have some responses. Squeaka, grandbaby mouse. Well, Atwood, thank you for coming by. See you all later. See you all. See you later. Bye. Loved. I was trying to figure out what KB was. Loved her in Kill Bill. Yes, yes. And we used to have highs and highs. Hellos. Um, good morning. Hello. We have Tinkerbell. Wee Tinkerbell. I know. I said it wrong. It's early. I didn't get to bed till 1:30 last night. I'm duck. I'm a little slow, so I will say Tinkerbell. Uh, and we have Squeaka and Morning Dadman, and Mulan 2 was an underrated sequel. I agree. I liked both the Mulans. Some of the sequels I do not like. Um, Own all the Tinkerbell movies. I like the Tinkerbell movies. We actually one time got to go down at Disney in Orlando, and for pass holders, they had where you could get a ticket to go meet some of the actors that were in one of the Tinkerbell movies. And oh my gosh, I cannot remember his name. He was the voice. He did the voices for the some of the Animaniacs. Very, very, very famous voice actor. And Deadman, if you could remember his name, that would be wonderful because I can't. Yeah, Lucy Liu is 55. Did I say 42? I meant 55. Britney Spears is 42. I just looked at the wrong number. Thank you for correcting that, Atwood. Um, Paulson, yes, Rob Paulson. Um, yeah, Lucy Liu, 55 years old, looking gorgeous as a 55-year-old. But yeah, we got to meet Rob Paulson, and oh my gosh, he was fantastic. It was so much fun. So we got to see them and have a little sneak peek of the movie. It was fun. But yeah, I like the Tinkerbell movies. I think they're cute. I think they're cute. I agree with you totally. So like Dadman said, Rob Paulson. So Lucy Liu, 55 years old, not 42 years old like I probably accidentally said earlier. Uh, Happy birthday today. Happy birthday. Our next person is Gianni Versace. Gianni Versace. He was born in 1946 and he died July 15th, 1997. He was an Italian fashion designer, socialite, and businessman. He was the founder of Versace, an international luxury fashion house that produces accessories, fragrances, makeup, home furnishing, and clothes. He also designed costumes for theater and films. He was a friend of Eric Clapton, Princess Diana, Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss, Madonna, Elton John, Tupac Shakur, and many other celebrities. He was one of the first designers to link fashion to the music world. He and his partner Antonio DeMarco were regulars on the international party scene. He was the place where he was born and raised, Reggio di Calabria, greatly influenced his career. He was murdered on July 15th, 1997, outside his Miami Beach mansion by spree killer Andrew Cunanan. 50 years old. Gianni Versace. I don't know, I have a hard time saying that name. Charles Ringling, one of 8 brothers, I believe, a part of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. He was in charge of production and was greatly admired by his employees, and most of them called him Mr. Charlie. And they would seek his advice on things and even for help with personal problems. He's very personable, very um, popular boss. And I couldn't list all the development. He spent years developing and building golf courses, courthouses, and hotels on large tracts of land that he bought in Sarasota, Florida. So he really developed that area down there. And Sarasota is the winter winter housing of the circus because they at times I guess they didn't travel and it's where they went and stayed. So let's see, we've got some chats, we got some insults on Tinkerbell here. Stinkerbell. And then and Squeaky asks if that is yes, Stunning's fairy name. No, no, no. You get to do it, and and I think it was you in the back seat while we were driving around Yellowstone. I don't think it was Lisa. I think you just blame Lisa, and you're only blaming her now because she's not here. Um, so yes, and yes, that's funny, silly, stunning. And when I was little, I wanted a name like Ringling. It just sounds so adorable. I agree with you. Yes, Ringling would be a fun name. Oh my gosh. Okay. Tinkle bell, tinkle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to pee in a fancy serving tray. Hey, well, you got to make it rhyme. You have to make it rhyme. Very good. Very good. So happy birthday, Charles Ringling. You died at 63 years um, old. Rick Savage, born in 1960, 52 years old today. An English musician best known for being the bass guitarist and one of the founding members of the rock band Def Leppard. And in 1994, so at the age of 34, he contracted Bell's palsy. This caused his facial muscles to weaken and become partially paralyzed. I know somebody who had Bell's palsy, and and it's like it's like half of their face just stopped stopped working, for the best way to describe it. He did recover, but the effects of the disease are still visible, especially when when he's tired. Yes, Squeaka loves Def Leppard. I see here with a heart Def Leppard. He's married to Paige Savage, and he has 3 children, Jordan, Tyler, and Scott. Happy birthday, Rick Savage. I'm so glad you helped found Def Leppard. Sorry, my brain stopped working there for a moment. Oh, I forgot to change the name. I put Rick Savage. No, this is not Rick Savage, everybody. This is George Seurat, who was born in 1859 and died in March 29th, 1991. I've got to take I'm going to go to the next one here while I talk about it. Okay, this is a painting by George Seurat. That was kind of disconcerting. He was a French post-impressionist artist. He devised the painting technique known as chromoluminarianism and pointillism, and he used Conte crayon for drawings on papers with a rough surface. If you look at this, and if you look at it real close, they're all like kind of like dots. There's really no lines or anything. It's just like dots, dots, dots. And that's how he created his work. Seurat's artistic personality combined qualities that are usually thought of as opposed and incompatible. On one hand, his extreme and delicate sensibility, which you look at that piece of work and you can see that. And on the other hand, a passion for logical abstraction and an almost mathematical precision of mind. You can see that with the way each dot is placed to create the picture. His large scale work, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of Le Grand Jatte, or Le Grand Jatte, I'm not really sure, which this is part of it, altered the direction of modern art by initiating Neo-Impressionism, and is one of the icons of the late 19th century painting. I actually saw this. I can't remember where, but I saw this in real life, and it was amazing to see. Because it really is just almost like just splotches of paint to make what the drawing. And when you look up real close, it just looks like splotches of paint. But when you go back, you see the arm, you see the monkey, you see the pieces, and it's an amazing piece of art. So George Seurat, 31 years old when he passed away. So let's hopefully we did this one correctly, this next one. And I'm not sure what that is in reference to, but whatever it was, it hasn't started working yet. And Castle loved this type of painting, enjoyed studying it in humanities class. Yes. I like these kind of paintings, and I also like the hyper realism. The people that can draw something, and if you look at it, you don't know if it's real or not. I think that's fascinating to me that someone that detailed. Um, oh, my brain hasn't started working yet. Gotcha. And the same, see, Impressionism is one of my fave. Van Gogh is one. And Van Gogh is awesome. I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Castle. I know what you meant. Kango is his cousin. Van Gogh is the artist. I'm just kidding. But yes. So our last birthday recipient is, oh, yes, and I did it right. Look at there. Is Frank Cho. Frank Cho was born Duk Hyung Cho. He is a Korean American comic strip and comic book writer and illustrator, known for his series Liberty Meadows, as well as for books such as Shauna and the She-Devil, Mighty Avengers, and Hulk for Marvel Comics, and Jungle Girl for Dynamite Entertainment. I'm going to tell you right now, I looked at some of his artwork. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I wanted to show some of it, but I was afraid um, of there being an issue with it. But search up and look at his art. Oh my gosh, it's yes, he does. He he draws oh, Castle. Wait, okay, wait before we go any further. Um, Dadman liked also humanity classes I liked was during this period, and Castle's all thumbs today typing that's okay, and Snorter Pooper says mango was a bit fruity. Um, LOL. Now to Frank Cho. Frank Cho draws sexy women. You can kind of see one in the background there. Um, yes, and but they're classy. They're sexy and they're classy, and I really, really um, like his artwork. And it says that he is noted for his figure drawing, precise lines, and depictions of curvaceous women. Cho produces his artwork on this. They kind of tell about what his stuff. This is what he uses. So you art people out there will appreciate this. He produces his artwork on Strathmore 300 series Bristol pad, which has a vellum surface. To pencil his artwork, he uses Pentel mechanical pencil with a 0.7 millimeter HB lead. To ink his work, he uses black micron Pigma pens size 01 and 08. For erasure, he uses both a vanish eraser and a kneaded eraser. I actually know what most of that stuff is, which, not being an artist, makes me pretty proud of myself. Yes, he was commissioned to do 13, I think, Wonder Woman covers. And after 6, he quit because of artistic interference. They didn't like what he was doing. And he said, forget you. This is how I draw my art. And if you don't like it, then I won't do it. It's just that simple. So Frank Cho, um, comic book artist. And like I say, go check out some of his work. Um, just it's I loved it. I just I kind of got sucked in looking at so much of the work he did. And Stunning uses a smooth Strathmore Bristol paper. That's the paper, right? Yes. So does the type of paper you use, I mean, obviously it does affect your work, but like his has vellum. A vellum surface? Does that, I would think vellum would not absorb the paint so much. Does that cause it not to spread like your ink? Because you know how sometimes when you ink, it feathers out. So does that prevent that feathering? Um, Inquiring mind wants to know. Very interesting. So he is our last birthday boy today. Happy birthday. Oh, and did I say he's 52 years old? 52 years old today. We're going to check out our poll. We have still 9 people watching. Thank you guys very, very much for that. I want you to know, once again, I talked about how I usually get everything all set up, and then I think I'm ready. And so I'm kind of relaxing, and the last 5 minutes, I'm chilling here, just kind of, getting quiet and getting ready for the show. Waiting for the 1 minute, my 1 minute alarm to go off, my 8:59 alarm to go off. And I'm sitting here quietly and I'm going, because on my paper for the birthdays, the people that are still living, I don't write their age on the piece of paper because I'll use this next year and I just don't want to have to keep scribbling it out. So I'm sitting here and it's 42, the minute clock went off and I'm sitting here and I'm going, I forgot to do the birthdays. So the clock is counting down. It's like at 50 and I'm yelling at Siri. Yeah, I'm goes, hey, I'm not going to say the name because then it'll do it. What's 2023 minus 1981? And I scribbled the name down. What's 2023 minus 1968? And I'm scribbling it down. So I'm trying to get it all done. And at 1 minute, to the time to go, 1 second, I'm like, I get done. And so then I start the stream. But I always, there's something like at the last minute I forget to do. Yes, yes. People, yes. People complained that his work was pornographic and stuff like that. So, yes, he did. He was one of the first mainstream artists that got canceled for drawing sexy women. And I looked at his stuff. Yeah, the women were sexy, but there wasn't, um, I don't think they were vulgar. I just, yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand people. But then they would also probably go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art and complain about the classics because, there's a boob showing or something in a classic painting. So I don't get it, but oh well. Um, Snorterpoopus uses a 6-inch house painting brush and a sandblasters. Bears are not subtle. Oh, I am using vellum for the big Teen Titans piece I'm working on because Michael's had 11 by 14 smooth Bristol. So hopefully my Copics work well on vellum. Well, yes, you'll have to let us know. Um, it's very interesting. You don't realize how many different types of art, just paper that to draw on, the different effects of it, and like say, depending on what pens you. Um, oh, they did not have the smooth Bristol, so you got the vellum. I got you. Um, how many like combinations there can be? It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, but fascinating at the same time. Well, it is 40 minutes past the hour. We have 10 people watching now. Thank you very, very much. We have 8 people on YouTube with 9 likes. Don't forget to do the poll. We have 8 votes. Fake Tree is still ahead at 62%, but Live Trees has gotten some votes. So very interesting to see what is going to happen here. So if you haven't voted, remember to vote. And if you're only on the Twitch side and not on the YouTube side, write down what you vote for, and I will put it in the mix also. And we have 2 people watching on Twitch. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, the smooth. Okay, he uses the smooth Bristol because it's good for blending Copic ink. My youngest has Copic pens, um, and a blending card. Okay, so you mix it. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, go over to Stunnings and see some of his stuff. It is really, really very, very cool. Now it's time for our memes of the day. It's 20 minutes to the hour, 9:40 where I'm at, which is on the East Coast of the United States. So welcome from the East Coast. And it is time now for our memes. And I'm going to say, when I read this one in my mind, I read it as Admiral Akbar. So here we go. It's a booby trap. As Admiral Akbar. No, it's a booby trap. I think it's cat memes today if you haven't figured it out. Um, yes, it's a booby trap. I'm just going to let you guys look at that for a second. I just think that's funny. And that's what cats would do because cats are silly like that. You give them all these expensive toys and they will find your a box or a shoe or something like that to play with instead of the expensive toy that you got them. Yes. And let's see. Um, I like booby traps. I don't. They're uncomfortable. Admiral Snack Bar, yes. Or Admiral Crack Bar. Yes, I have started it. Yes, I have started it. So sorry. But Stunning says he'll be coloring Santa Stitch this morning, and here is a link to that if you want to go over and check it out. Subscribe to him if you haven't. And Squeak has said, um, now my cat is in here staring at me from her box. And Snorter Poop has got my snout caught in a booby trap once, and it took hours to get it out. I bet you weren't trying very hard. That's all I'm going to say. So, yes, it's a booby trap. Me, when the automated system picks up, and I really just want to talk to a human. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. Press 1. To do this, press 2. Listen to the menu. It might have changed before you choose your thing. 1, blah, blah, blah. 2, blah, blah, blah. 3, blah, blah, blah. 4, blah, blah, blah. You have 7 options, and none of them are what you want. And then they go, if you want to talk to a human being, please press 0. So you know what I do when I want to talk to a human? I just immediately just start spam punching the 0 button. And they'll go, we will connect you to the next available agent or whatever. So, yes, I do. My eyes narrow like that whenever I can't easily get a human being on the phone. But I think that's a pretty cat, though. Me. This is a genius idea. Me 15 minutes later. Yes. Oh, yes. And when they go, please tell us what you need help with. It can be balance, credit card balance, or whatever. And then I start being very disrespectful to the machine. I'm glad it's not human. But yes, I do. I start yelling at it too. I just get so frustrated with and I know that it's probably efficient and all that, but I just get irritated with the lack of human contact, especially if you're calling and you need help with something. I'm not calling just to chat with you. I need help with something, and it gets so frustrating. And I love it when I call like the my internet provider, and they go, if you have problems, you can go to our website at and I'm going, you're my internet provider. I don't have internet. I have problems. I cannot get on the internet. That's why I'm calling you. Please stop. But yes, automated systems can be fun. Dadman hates it when I go, I want to do something. I want to change this or whatever. I need your help. Because he knows that probably like in 15 minutes, we're just going to be all covered up in wires. Everything's going to be messed up. And what I thought was going to be a 30-minute job ends up being a 4-hour job. So, yep. If I say I've got an idea, run fast because it's probably going to take up most of your day just to do it. When it's 2 a.m., but you have only one chapter left and you just can't make it. That's me when I'm watching some of my dramas. I watch Asian dramas. And of course, well, not of course, I don't speak Taiwanese, Japanese, Korean, any of them. I don't speak on them. I don't speak them at all. I think I just said something weird, but I don't speak them at all. So, of course, I have to read the subtitles. And when it's like 2 a.m. and there's like one episode left, and you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you realize that your eyes are closed and you're listening to the show, but you don't know what the heck is going on because you haven't read the subtitles. So yeah, that's me at 2 a.m. with only one episode left of my show. It's just snoozing away there. I think that's a cute cat. I just want to rub its head. It's so adorable. And everybody hears the cat walk. I think that one's funny. Do you have to do your model walk? You know how they put their feet right in front of the other and do that fancy walk? Oh, that Squeaker says that was me with writing. Yeah, at 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. I wanted to sleep, but the words needed out. Yes, understand that. Understand that. Oh, the cat walked to the barbecue. I just think that's funny. That's our memes for today. I hope they put a little smile on your face. At least enjoy looking at the pretty kitties. We have 9 people watching. We have 7 on YouTube, 10 likes, still 8 votes on the thing. On the poll, fake trees are number one, live trees are second, and neither are zero. There are 2 people watching on Twitch. Thank you guys very much for watching on Twitch. We're just going to get right into our What to Celebrate Day. It is 9:51 here on the East Coast, 50 minutes past the hour wherever you are at. And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. I'm so glad that you could be here. We are now going to talk about what to celebrate today. These are observances and silly, some of them are silly celebrations, some are very serious observances. So we will start with one that is very serious. It's the International Day for the Abolition of Slavery. There are some people that don't realize that slavery still exists in the world. And modern slavery and human trafficking is a $1 billion business. I read some numbers that said $150 billion worldwide. The primary forms of modern slavery include forced labor, which involves migrant workers who work in domestic servitude, agriculture, and the food and garment industries. And forced labor can also include, forced labor also includes prostitution. Child labor, which involves children used for economic exploitation. It also includes instances when work deprives children of their childhood or interferes with their ability to attend school. Trafficking involves recruiting, transporting, forcing, or coercing individuals to exploit them in some way. It usually refers to prostitution, but it also can include labor, slavery, or servitude. Vulnerable groups in society are usually targeted for modern slavery. These groups include tribal minorities, indigenous peoples, and those who belong to a low caste. Victims also include those who cannot fight back. These victims are children, women, and those with mental illness or physical disability. According to the United Nations, slavery traps over 40 million people all over the world. And globally, modern slavery victimizes 1 in 4 children. I know this is supposed to be a positive show, but sometimes there's some serious stuff, and this is one of those. This is it's a big problem, and so I'm sharing this out there so that people are aware of it, because there are some people that honestly don't think there's slavery in the world anymore. So now that we kind of know what it is, what can we do to observe this day? How can we help with this? And yes, Castle, I agree that in 2023, this problem still exists. Well, the bottom line is money, and people, there are people that will do anything to anybody for money, and that is basically the bottom line of this, to make money. So what can we do to observe this day? Well, we need to learn how to spot a potential trafficking victim, and what to do. Sometimes, they're just out there in broad daylight. But if you don't realize what, um, well, not money per se, but the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. There are people that use their money for positive and wonderful things, and there are those that just love money over everything. The end goal is the money, not what they can do with the money. So yes, I agree. Um, exactly. And some people still have to do anything for money or help. Well, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the the people that are exploiting um, the exploitation. So you can find out how to spot a potential trafficking victim and what to do. And you can also become an informed consumer and don't buy products or goods made by companies who enforce child labor or other types of slavery. When women have to work in garment factories creating shoes or an outfit, and they're getting paid pennies on the hour, and they have to work 18 hours a day, that is for that's slavery. And be aware of what companies use those types of things to get their products made, and don't support them. And ask your local, state, and federal representatives what they are doing to end modern slavery. There's a lot of stuff that has been put into legislation uh, in our country and internationally, but there's still so much more. The the consequences are not as severe as they should be for this. You could organize a fundraiser and donate the proceeds to an anti trafficking organization. You can listen to stories of those who survived modern slavery and human trafficking, or you can watch a documentary on modern slavery. So it is out there, um, but being aware of it, uh, we might not be able to do a lot of big stuff, but if everybody does a little bit of small stuff, it can grow into a big thing, and that hopefully one day that this can be abolished totally. So, yes, International Day for the Abolition of Slavery. Now, our next one is a little less serious. There, it's called Play Basketball Day, and it was established in honor of the man who originally created the game of basketball. It's celebrated on the birthday of James Naismith. He worked for the YMCA and was challenged to create a game that was not too aggressive and could be played indoors in the winter. He came up with the game where soccer balls were thrown into fruit baskets tied to the balconies. In 1891, Naismith coined the phrase basketball. In 1892, he wrote the first rule book. And in the first games of basketball, you couldn't run around. You stood where you were at and you threw the ball to someone else, and then they caught it, and wherever they were at, they would throw the ball. So there was no traversing the court by running or walking. You had to throw the ball to move it around the court. The first basketball ball game was played at the YMCA, and they began advertising it, and also internationally, and it spread all over the world. And by 1939, national basketball leagues and associations began to be created um, in 1892, 1893, when this all started. And by 1939, when Nesmith passed away, the Olympics had begun including it as one of their official sports. You can celebrate Play Basketball Day by doing what the name says. Go out and play some basketball. If you can't do that, watch a basketball game or a basketball-inspired movie like Hoosiers, Coach Carter, the 1996 Space Jam, or White Men Can't Jump. So go out and play some basketball today. Global Fat Bike Day. When I saw that title, I had no idea. I had no idea what it was talking about. It's basically bicycles that have fat tires, and they've been around for more than 100 years. And the idea for fat bikes, you increase the amount of surface area on the tire, which improves the bicycle's riding experience, especially if you're over some rough terrain or sandy surfaces. It just helps get traction better, even in snow. So that's basically Global Fat Tire Day is celebrating or acknowledging uh, bikes with fat tires. And to celebrate it, you can ride a fat bike, whether you are in the snow right now or you're in the sand by a beach or on a mountain. You can research what they are and who makes them, um, or you can just go out and get one. Yes, it gives you grip and it's real nice riding experience. More surface area equals better drivability. Well, and I'm sorry, I read your comment, but I didn't say good morning to you. Good morning, Masters. Better late than never. I'm happy to see you here today. So welcome. Yeah, I never, I think I have seen these bikes, but it never registered in my mind. But it does make so much sense if you are riding, you know, in rough terrain or an area like you can forget riding a skinny wheel tire in a sandy area. Even if you just hit a little patch of sand. Like I've been riding my bike, on ground, not on pavement. And I'm driving all fine and everything, and there's like this 1 foot area that the grass is trampled away and it's sand. And my wheel can hit that and turn in a heartbeat. And with a fat bike, that wouldn't happen. Very, very interesting. If I ever ride a bike again, I might look into that. Well, while you're riding your fat bike, you can go get yourself a fritter because it's National Fritters Day. When most people think of fritters, they think of apple fritters, which is fair. That's mainly what I see. But fritters can be sweet or savory. The sweet fritter resembles a donut, but where donuts are usually topped with sweet additions, the in fritters the ingredients are folded into it, and their donuts are shaped. Usually, they're cut into triangles, or you use a circle cutter, and then deep fried. Fritters are basically you spoon it into the grease and let it cook. Bake in the oil, and it's like delicious. Uh, Savory fritters can be made with potatoes. Corn fritters I've actually had are delicious. Fish or even clams, anything you can mix into the batter. Um, and like they say, the fritter batter and the sweet or savory additions are folded in the batter directly, and then they're dropped into the oil for cooking. So go out there and find yourself a fritter and enjoy it today. You have permission because it's National Fritter Day. Exactly. And Castle said, I never liked the thin tire street bikes. It doesn't work for me. I'm a hammer, not a ballerina. I get that. I get that. And we have some hellos. Oh, we have a Real Wade Nation here saying hello. Hello to you. Good morning. Good morning. And Snortapoopa says it's National Fat Fritter Day. Well, if you eat enough of them, you will be one fat fritter. And then you can drive the fat bike while you go to watch a basketball game. So, yes, National Fritters Day. Our next day is National Mutt Day. It celebrates mixed breeds and mutts. Although the word mutt can sometimes have a negative connotation in the English language, it simply means that the dog's parents are unregistered or not of the same breed. They may also be called mixed breeds. Mixed breed dogs can be wonderful because they can have the positive qualities of the breed from each of their parents. And I love making them delightful in the best ways. Colleen Page, an animal welfare advocate and behavioralist, founded this day to encourage the love for any and all animals and to raise the awareness about the problem of mixed breed dogs who are often abandoned. I I am going to be with Dadman today, and he's going to be streaming the event. So yes, I am. I'm looking forward to it. And there's going to be some Fortnite playing beforehand, and then the event occurring. So to celebrate National Mutt Day, you can do it by treating your mutt to a special dog toy, a treat from the doggy bakery, or for a special grooming, which I don't know if a dog would find the special grooming a treat. Not all dogs do, but if your dog does, go get him groomed. Get him some little bows for their ears. And if you're interested in owning a dog, consider going to your local animal shelter and give a mutt a forever home. This might take a couple visits for you to find the right one, but it is strongly encouraged to go find an animal at the shelter. They'd be so appreciated. And if you are not ready to own a dog, but still like hanging out with them, consider volunteering at your local animal shelter. National Mutt Day, celebrating mixed breeds and mutts. What a neat day. And Masters says, my dogs are all street dogs. Impossible to say what exact breed they are, but they are very lovely and support me on any step. Yes, I sometimes I do love the look of purebred animals, but I just there's just something special about a mixed breed dog that is they're just I just like them. We had a Dashapoo when we were younger, which was just the most adorable little dog um, ever. My sister has had some mixed dogs that I cannot really remember what they were, but they were just the most pleasant and loving animals out there. Oh, you know some stray mice that are up for adopting? Just joking. Yeah, I love mutts. I love, mixed breeds, cats, dogs. I really do. I just think they got a better temperament for the most part. Our next day is National Special Education Day, and this recognizes the changes in federal legislation that led to the nation's first federal special education law. Beginning in 1971, a U.S. District Court case in the District of Columbia ruled that it was unlawful to deny any child, including those with mental and learning disabilities, publicly funded educational opportunities. This led to the 1975 Education for All Handicapped Children Act. The federal legislation required states that accept federal money to provide equal access to children with disabilities. In 1990, the act was renamed to Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, and it improved access for all children with developmental delay. IDEA made education available to all American children, and this day honors the progress that has been made in special education. Before IDEA, many individuals with disabilities received little or no education. Schools were not required to make accommodations for children with disabilities, and many parents could not afford to send their child to a special school. IDEA stipulated that children with disabilities had a right to the same free education that every other child had access to. IDEA resulted in many changes beyond equal education. The integration of students also helped to remove the stigma of disabilities. And the new technology created for students with disabilities and for the classroom also had an indirect result, um, also helped the other children, um, because they had access to the new technology also. Yes, the technologies improved the education for all students. So we can observe this day by learning about more about IDEA and how it has impacted you directly or someone you know. So, National Special Education Day. And I would like to think that we also need to thank the special education teachers that are out there um, teaching these kids. Yes, and that is directed towards Squeaka. Thank you, because without the teachers, this wouldn't this wouldn't work either. Um, and like in I think in any situation, you have good days and you have bad days. Um, but I think it can make it better just by someone saying thank you and that you're appreciated, and you are, and all teachers, special education, and ones that teach in the regular classrooms. Well, I thank you for being teachers. It's a thankless job. I really think it is. Um, and you are appreciated. Now, our last day is Candle Day, and it was started in 2013 to encourage giving candles as gifts during Christmas and other winter holidays. And it's also a great time to stock up on candles for the cold winter months. It was founded by the American retail company Bath and Body Works, and it pretty much was the day was just created to sell candles. They have, from what I understand, big candle sales today, and Bath and Body Works has wonderful scents, and you can get linen scented candles or pumpkin pie or cherry pie, any flavors you want, ocean breeze. And so lighting a candle, it not only, provides you with warmth and a nice ambiance, but it can also bring you a wonderful, wonderful scent. So, and that is one way you can celebrate the day is by lighting a candle. You can also go buy a candle. Like I say, Bath and Body Works probably has a lot of sales today because they created this day to sell candles. So and if you're interested, go over there and maybe other candle stores and see what they have. And you can also give a candle for Candle Day. Find out your friend's favorite scent and surprise them with a candle. Well, there was a time when we had cats in the house, and I love candles, but um, yes, Buy a special ed teacher a candle. Exactly. I had a cat in the house and it had a furry tail. And this cat ran around the house. It was almost like psychotic the way it ran around the house. And I was so afraid if I had a candle lit that it would jump up on the table. Its tail would light on fire because it was one of those long furry tails. Just had the fur just hung down. I was so afraid that it would get its tail caught in the fire of the wick and then run around the house and set everything on fire. So I haven't had candles in a long, long time. The one time I did, I would put it on the stove because I was afraid to put it anywhere else. I didn't want it around coffee tables or anything like that. But candles are nice and they look pretty and they smell good. So, National Candle Day. Celebrate by buying, lighting, or giving away a candle. Whoops, what did I do here? Oh, did I forget to put that up the whole time? Oh, I don't. If I did, I'm sorry. There's all the days. So it is now 17 minutes, an hour and 17 minutes into the show. We have 11 people watching. Well, thank you guys very much. We have 9 people watching on YouTube, 12 likes, 10 votes. It is now 70-30 with fake trees in the in the lead. Uh, Live trees have 30%, fake trees has 70, and neither has 0%. So people like their trees, real or fake. We have 2 people over on Twitch. Thank you guys very much. You're helping get my viewing hours up, and I appreciate that a lot. On that note, it is 10:17 here on the East Coast. I'm going to do a quick stretch. Oh, sorry about that. Everybody stretch. Get your morning stretch in. Oh, feel much better now. And it is time, the time of the show for me to do the same shameless promotions. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I missed this. I'm sorry. Oh, nobody wants to adopt. I adopt lots of bears. Build-A-Bears, teddy bears. I even have a polar bear named Snickerdoodle that I sleep with. People, I like bears. I'm sorry. I'd adopt you if you were closer. So, on that note, oh, it seems like Agent Atwood is sleeping in today after he delivered such a great performance yesterday at that review. He was wonderful at that Five Nights at Freddy review in the chat. Amazing. He actually was here earlier in the show and today, and then he had to leave. So, um, he actually came in and said good morning at the beginning of the show. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you want to watch a good show and really if you're on the fence about going to see Five Nights at Freddy, watch the review and see if it changes your mind. It was a good view. The chat was good. The reviewers were good. I was one of them, so I am a little partial. Sorry, but I think it was a really good show. Hungry Boy was on it. Dadman, me, Hungry Boy, and at the very end, Ang came on and gave his review of the show. So go check it out. Dadman's channel. And Squeaka adopted you, Grandpappy Burry Berry. And he goes, that sounds unbearable, Snortapoopus. And Snuffles. Aw, you're loved, Snortapoopus. You are loved. And Master said the reviews were great last night. And Dadman, if you want to put a link to that show, if people want to go back and check it out, throw a link in. If you can't, let me know and I'll do it. Um, so I am now going to start my shameless promotions. We have morning musings with Mrs. Dadman walking daily at 9 a.m. I am kind of saying in advance, I'm thinking that at probably Tuesday of next week, I am not going to be doing any streams for 2 or 3 days. At least not if I do a morning stream, it will be from my phone, so there won't be any graphics or anything because I'm going to start moving my computer room and equipment to the new area I need to do, and I need to get that area cleaned out. I need to get this moved and do a bunch of stuff. So that could be anywhere from 2 to 4 days of moving things. So starting on Tuesday, I will not be doing my regular streams. I won't be doing any building streams. Hopefully, I'll be able to post some shorts on YouTube. And if I do a daily show, it will be from my phone. So there won't be any slides. We'll just be talking a bit. So I just wanted you guys to kind of know that, just so I can get everything put in the new spot where it needs to go. It's just going to take some time, and I tried to think of other ways I could do it, and still do these shows at least these morning shows with the graphics and everything. But I really don't know how I can. So just letting you guys know about that in advance. I still have the show scheduled on my YouTube. Um, because like I said, I might be able to do them from my phone. So we'll see. We'll see. And tonight at 9 p.m., I'm going to be finishing this motorcycle. Like I said earlier, the last stream, part one of this stream, I got to a point where every time I put the next block on, it fell apart and it was getting so frustrating. So I decided 3 hours into the stream to stop. It was 1 a.m. I was getting tired. I was getting frustrated. And I needed to walk away from the build for a little bit. So we ended the stream and I said that we would do it on Saturday. So I worked on putting it together up to step 12 where I was at. I actually went to step 13. I said I might do that. Well, I want you to know it took me 2 hours of intense concentration and fiddling and kind of manipulating the order that I put the bricks on. I mean, I put some bricks on from step 12 at step 9 to try to get the engine all put in. So it took me 2 hours of intense building and looking and figuring out to finally get it to a point where I don't think it's going to fall apart. So I'm kind of glad I did that off camera because it would have been an hour, 2 hours of me not talking to you guys. And that would have been kind of boring. But I did get it done and ready to finish this thing tonight at 9 o'clock. I do have a commitment earlier with a family member that came up at the last moment. So if I'm not home by 9, I will announce that. But as soon as I get home, I will be doing this build to finish it. I will be doing that. Um, so I will see you tonight for that. And also, I do have Blocking Out the Boredom. I'm bored, so let's build something. They're my impromptu builds on Twitter or X. I post when I'm going to do these. I try to give at least 30 minutes notice that I'm going to do a build. So if you want to know about them, follow me on Twitter and I will post them. And I also post all reminders of the shows that I am airing anyway, you know, that are scheduled. Also, Rambling Canucks karaoke's tonight. I don't know if he has a stream or not, if he has a link out yet. Let me look. No, I don't see any. I don't see any stream yet, but go over to whoops, let me go to the right one. Uh, you can go over to his channel later tonight, and he does karaoke. Dadman sings over there. Um, and I was told to be there for something, I don't know what. So Rambling Canuck tonight at 9 o'clock. Tonight at 9 o'clock on his channel. Um, Dadman will be over there singing. Also Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m., Dadman is going to have his 500 subscriber celebration on the YouTube channel DadmanWalking55. He invites everyone to come over and hang out and celebrate this day with him, because he wouldn't have reached the 500 subscribers without you guys subscribing. And he appreciates you all in his chat. Um, some of you have even been on his shows. He appreciates that, and he truly does appreciate each and every one of you. So he cordially invites you to his 500 subscribers celebration Tuesday at 8 p.m. on his channel, DadmanWalking55. I'm so proud of him. That's why I want to promote this. If you want to support me, you can support me on Ko-fi. I do want to make this channel self-sustaining. I don't want to take any money out of our budget to do so. To do so, I do need support for that. And one way you can do that is Ko-fi. Ko-fi has a one-time donation or tip that you can do, or you can do a recurring monthly one. If you feel so inclined, it would be greatly appreciated. I also have a Throne wish list. It's a wish list, but it's private. It's where you can send me stuff, and your information is kept private, and so is my information. But you can see what stuff that I like. Like I say, I I don't want to have to take money out of the budget, and sometimes that can help by getting gifts. And I have Lego builds. I can't do or building block builds. I can't do those builds unless I have kits. So I have a bunch there that I like. I actually that most of them were on my Amazon wish list long before I even knew about Throne, and so I just transferred them over here. But yes, a lot of building block builds that I have there. And if you buy the build, I will build it on stream, get with you, and decide a day to build it on stream. I have given gifts and I have received gifts on Throne, and it's extremely easy to do. I also have stuff for streaming on there, and some of it is fairly expensive. So if you don't want to spend the whole amount, you can give a partial donation to it. And other people can, and when it's fully funded, then I will receive it. That's another neat way to help do stuff on there. I have gotten a gift from Squeaka. Thank you very much for this wonderful gift. I actually received it in the mail yesterday, so we need to get together with you to decide on a day to build it where you can be there. I'm very excited about it. I kind of opened it up and peeked in the box, and it looks like it's going to be very, very fun. Really, really interested and excited to do this build. So I will get with you, Squeaka, to figure out when we can do this build. I also received these builds from Daisy and Liam Greywolf. The Big Ben and the Stonehenge, I have actually got both of them with me now, just waiting to get with them to figure out when I can stream building them. I appreciate all these gifts. They're wonderful, and they're sitting here in boxes, teasing me and everything that I've actually had to put them back inside their shipping boxes so I can't see them because they're tempting me and I want to build them so bad. But thank you guys very much for those. They are greatly appreciated. I have live streams and VODs on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube is Mrs.DadmanWalking55. Twitch is Mrs.DadmanWalking. I also have my streaming schedule. I do try to put out reminders of my scheduled streams and any impromptu streams on X or Twitter at mdadmanwalking. All of them are different, I know, and it's frustrating. But if you go to YouTube or Twitch, their About page, I have all my hyperlinks posted there. And if I add any, like I'm thinking of maybe doing Instagram, they will also go on the pages also to make it kind of like a one stop shopping. You just go there and you can go to any of my links. So we are now going to take and do a final look at the chat and go through the poll um, and finish up on our uh, stream. So let's see. We will start. We were talking about that one show at Dadman's. He said yes. Master says the review was great. And he said, "Me, yes, me, hungry, and carried big time were awesome. It had such a fun time." He thanked Masters, and yes, it was very detailed with a lot of reference to European film art. I loved it. Yes, I did too. And here is a link to the FNAF or Five Nights at Freddy review. Go watch it. I think it's really enjoyable. No, it is not Slavery Day. It's an international day to abolish slavery. Abolish slavery. Oh, oh, have him work tonight, and so we can't go. Well, I'm thinking I might just do it on my phone, um, and do it that way. So I'm hoping it doesn't take that long to move everything. Um, and yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, go to karaoke tonight. I've did that. We've done there's his show. Da, da, da. And don't forget to join us on Dadman's channel for Fortnite in a little bit. We're going to try to stream the event. He's going to try to stream the event for the first time. It'll be very, very interesting. And Masters always had real trees in Germany, but where he is now, they're unaffordable. I can understand that. So let's check out our stream. I think we have finished with the chat. It is 34 minutes, an hour and 34 minutes into the show. It is 10:34 where I am at. We still have 7 people watching. Thank you very much. And we have 12 people, 12 likes. On Twitch, we have 2 people watching. Thank you very, very much for those watches. I am now going to YouTube and I'm going to end the stream. We have 10 votes. I'm going to end the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The poll is now ended. And the results are live trees. Well, okay, this makes no sense. Okay, fake trees is 69%, and live trees are 30%. 10 people voted. How do you get 69% as a percentage? It should be 70. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Fake trees win overwhelmingly, 70 to 30%. I thank you all for participating in the poll. I try to think of one every day. So we are now at the end of our show. Yes, math is hard. Whoops. Math is hard. Yes, it's the new math. It's the new math, which is kind of, that's another whole thing. I actually understand the new math, which is quite frightening because I guess, how my brain has always done it. So very, very frightening. I don't think you should teach children that way, but oh well. That's another talk for another day, I say. It is 10:35 where I'm at in my neck of the woods. Um, the hardcore mug club never fails. Your base number seems to be hard as concrete. You always have your people around. Yes, thank you, and I thank you all so much for that. On that note, it is now 10:36 in my neck of the woods, the East Coast of the United States. And yes, unfortunately, so I am a girl, so I can't do math. That's bullshit. That's yeah, no. And mom, Mrs. I've always been ahead of the curve. No, I've always just done things weird and backwards. My brain works differently than a lot of people. And so I just don't think you should be teaching children the way I do things sometimes. I think it's scary and wrong. So, on that note, I'm going to say see you next time. And remember to be kind, to show love, and that you're not promised tomorrow. So, go to bed each night with no regrets. And I wish you all peace. Bye bye. See you a little later at Fortnite on Dadman's channel, Dadman Walking 55. Bye, everybody.